Alright, we're doing this. Ugh, get comfortable. Let's collectively shit on the site Collective Shout. Because there is this grift where all people want to do is just join a group and just yell, give social pressure, and I don't know how the fuck YouTube's gonna take any of this. But you got people that just get together and they don't create anything. They don't add, add to people's experiences. They don't make anything. They just go around, look for something to take down, grift money from people that they've lied to into thinking something's a big problem. And I do believe there are legitimate problems that they're talking about, but unfortunately the entire collective is just a massive grift. Like, they're probably taking donations from people that they've legitimately... I mean, is it a scam? Again, I need this term for a problem that has been artificially created, and just so you could sell yourself as the solution. Like, we need this term. Because that's what Collective Shout effectively does. They invent an issue, they invent a problem, and then they take money, take donations, and they demand, they think that they're doing a good thing, but what they're really doing is going after low-hanging fruit. We have too many wins, billboard objectifying women pulled down, sexualized children, clothing withdrawn from sale, sexually violent games banned. Like, okay, one thing, okay, fine, this is fucking weird, but billboards objectifying women, what the fuck does that even mean? So, like, a picture of a woman on a board, how the fuck does that affect my mother? Sexually violent video games, who the fuck cares? Obviously they have to put Andrew Tate, like, again, that's what this is. This is online Karens that don't really do anything. Yeah, and they claim, obviously, they have to do the protect kids, right? Like, so what, parents don't exist? Like, they view a kid as an autonomous being. And unfortunately, bad parents do exist, but they don't fucking need you. You're a grifting site. It's all possible because thousands of people like you decide to speak out and take action. Okay, so let's look at some of the things they do, and they act like they're achieving something. Child protection experts backing our campaign Speak Out Against Game Normalizing Sexual Abuse. So you're going to hear Lucy in the background. She's my private dishwasher. Give me that fucking fork, Lucy. Fucking thing. So, and again, I'm not surprised that other people are joining this grift, right? Oh no, I didn't want to click on it. Fuck. How do I get off of this? For fuck's sakes. How do I... Okay, there we go. You deserve a rape. We won't silence by gamers, threats, and abuse. Like, what do you mean by gamers? Because, see, this is the worldview that people like this have. They view everything as if it's a monolith. Like, what do you mean by gamers? Like, my mom who plays games on her phone, so a dad that works 12 hours a day and only has like a couple hours to play games, the weirdo and that slightly autistic and decides to play games, and it's like, what do you mean by this? And there's been cases where, alleged victims of harassment has faked it themselves. Like, the evidence exists. Do I believe this exists? Absolutely. But look, you gotta understand how gamers think. Like, this is, for as far as gamers speak, this is relatively tame. This is tame. Like, this doesn't mean anything. Like, on a scale of impact, this is like a 1.5. Right? Because us gamers, like, if you grew up on the Call of Duty voice chat, you'd hear things that, like, were like a 7, 8, and 9. Like, and compared to just this, which is just a 2 on the gamer speak, I don't even believe this exists. Like, fuck. Collective voice against sexual exploitation of women and girls. Collective shout. Featured in Charity Journalist Australia. Oh, yes. The Aussies. You know, Australia is effectively a fucking prison colony. So I'm not surprised the grift is here. New policy on rape plus incest games removed. A win. I mean, yeah, they're legitimately. And why am I shitting on Collective Shout, right? Because they're the ones here we go, pressuring payment processors. And this is what really pisses me off about them. I don't care the content they claim to strike down. Again, I don't play any of those types of fucking games, right? The problem is they're demanding payment processors, like, instead of just being a utility, they be a gate between what the consumer can and can't play. Right, that's the problem with these things. They're going for low-hanging fruit. They're being this, like, they're creating this artificial problem, right? And again, there are problems, but they're hyping it up to like this apocalyptic thing. Obviously, there's probably people within these companies that are grifting off this, right? And again, I just don't think payment processes, because you think it's going after porn, right? Going after legitimately bad things, but there's so many like anime sites, so many, sites with Japanese artists that are being effectively deplatformed by PayPal and MasterCard. And they're claiming brand safety, though these sites operate off Twitter. They operate off OnlyFans and Pornhub.com. They don't care for any of this. They just want the grift. They just want to flaunt their power. And you're putting me in this position to defend things I legitimately don't care for. Now, obviously, rape, incest, child abuse, these are things that everyone and their mother will agree is bad, but I legitimately want to know how much of these types of games are on Steam, right? Because there's no, figures. There's no, okay, maybe incest and rape probably, but, and obviously they're going to use the protect the children argument, so the conservative can just shut the fuck up and agree. Oh, yeah, obviously they're going with this. Again, well, I'm a create this term. I'm workshopping a term to where something that legitimately is a problem, but it is hyped up to 11, demanding, and then they use their power to leverage against these payment processors, and they're going just against things that aren't to this level, like certain anime, and again, what exploitation against women? What the fuck does that even mean, right? You can move that definition so far to where any type of porn can be considered that. So, and I agree, I don't care for it. I think it's detrimental, but I can think something's detrimental, but at the same time, shouldn't be messed with. Because why do we want payment processors to have that power over the consumer? You know, to step between the consumer and, okay, they do it for things that make sense. What's to stop them from continuing to push that boundary? Absolutely nothing, because you've allowed them in. This is how the tactic works, and I get it. People want to throw the tactic out the window, but you gotta understand these aren't moral entities. Like, this is a grift site. This is a site that artificially creates massive issues and hype them to 11 just so they can take money from people and use that money to put pressure, social pressure on things, so they can come between the consumer, come between you and the things you want to consume. And it won't even and it won't even stop at this. Like, it's in their interests to keep going. So, I think I've just sham. I'm creating this term, a sham. So, because it's not a scam, because I mean, you're getting what you're noting. Like, okay, what's the definition of objectifying women? Well, they can consider any type of porn that, even if it's against consenting adults, and even if, again, it's like Pornhub.com. I don't know how the fuck YouTube's going to take this video, but I'm putting on fucking YouTube anyway. Like, a sham is something, is, pointing out a problem, like, but hyping it up to it being bigger than what it actually is, just so you can sell yourself as the solution and grift off of it. So such a perfect fucking term. See, this is why the whole 5 people tune into this YouTube channel, to get knowledge, to get arguments, right? So, fuck this site, fuck these people, and that's all I gotta say about this. Peace.